she needed her friends to be there in case when by the time they skip on John Jack Walker, due to the John Jack Walker see that her friends are there, he wouldn't be able to act up. He wouldn't be able to say nothing, do nothing as soon as the girls take off on him. And this is exactly what happened. If you realize when the car is pulling up and parking, the chubby guy and John Jack Walker go and see who's pulling up. They do this like who's pulling up. So when he see who's pulling up, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like change your plans. I told it everything that I know. Moscow PD knows this. As soon as I told Moscow PD about all this information that I told, again, I spent 35 to 45 minutes with Moscow PD. You know, if I was telling them any BS that they wouldn't believe, they would say thank you for your help. We got all the tips that we need to take care of. Have a good day. Click. In 5 minutes, they would have hung up on me. But I spent 35 to 45 minutes, and the lady had a supervisor in the back listening and asking me questions and cross-reference me like, why you believe this? What's, cross-referencing everything that I'm telling them. Right after I told them all this information about the 4 victims being in a Grubhub truck, not even 2 days later, they pop up with the white Hyundai situation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I also told him before I hang up, this is on record. This is on record. And Taylor have this, the prosecution have this. I told them, I know for a fact the University of Idaho don't want no blood, no part of this. They don't want none of their students to be suspects. Just with the fact that their students became suspects of killing their own peers, that will ruin the whole culture of the University of Idaho. They don't want no part of this. So I told Moscow PD so like that, they know like, hey guys, if this go the other way of what I'm telling you, hope you know that I know why it went the other way. Right before I hang up, I hang up. They didn't hang up on me. I hang up. Few days later, oh, they have a white Hyundai. And I'm like,
so as far as you're concerned, Kiely was the target then, Jrod?
Yeah, Kiely was the target though.
Yeah. I mean it makes sense, right? I mean, if that's not the case, then it's a big coincidence that you're asked to believe. Injuries.
The cops when they said that it was a targeted passionate crime, I believe they knew right away who it was. And then when the Goncalves said like they confirmed those statements on national TV saying like this was not a random drive-by of a person looking for victims. This was someone that knew the victim. This came out of the Goncalves mouth right after the PD said this was a targeted passionate crime. They knew who did this. Who knows they knew who did this, and it came out to nationwide news. I believe the University of Idaho was like, hello, what the heck you doing? What the heck you doing? Hold on, listen, what? We're going to send a care package your way. We're going to send a care package your way. Listen, we're going to flip this a whole 180. Because it don't make no sense. Like, why Moscow PD going to say it's a targeted passionate crime? Ex-boyfriend, possibly. The mom and dad would say like, well, this was not a random drive-by. This was someone that knew the victims. So that means that whoever did this had total control within the house. And no one can deny that information because that's legitimate information. That's to the 100% legitimate, on record, public record, undisputable, information that in court will play a major part on the help of the defense. Major part. Major. They don't want the Goncalves to testify. I'm going to tell you right now, this case was never meant to go to trial. This case was never meant to go to trial. He said, "That's funny. You called Michelle's sister for 4 months." Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking to? You know why he's jealous? You know why he's jealous? Because Hannah picked me to talk with me because she didn't want to talk with a crazy ass dude, old dude, creepy, weirdo dude. You want to know what Sana said, Dr. Drifty? She said that you sound like a creepy weirdo. She said that you sounded like a perv, just with whatever you sent on the letter. You sounded like a perv. That was what Hannah said. Hannah said that her and her brother are not going to talk to you because you were weirdo. You weird them out sending them letters and shit, dude. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? That you're going to send letters to the kids of Michelle? Who does that, Dr. Drifty? Who the fuck does that? You send a letter to the son and daughter of Michelle, and the daughter decided to reach out to me, dog, because she don't trust you. You're a weirdo. You weird. Oh, man. Don't get you teeth knocked the fuck out one day, okay? Teeth could just speak teeth, you know, when the teeth crunch in your mouth, did you get all this fucking teeth in your mouth and you start spitting shit and you start cutting your lips and shit with your own teeth? Do you know about that? No, you don't. I bet you don't. But you will meet your daddy if I put these motherfuckers on you. You're going to meet your daddy if I put these motherfuckers on you. Oh, you don't want to go the other route because he's two clapping at the same time. So stop playing with me, dog. And then 2 + 2. Just use your head, dog, before you get put under the dirt for free. Leave me the fuck alone before you the one is gonna get it, bitch. They know. So of course, like for example, I'm gonna speakball real quick for people that don't understand. John Jack Showalker could be that one pawn that JD, let's call him JD, sent with him to make sure that the girls get to the house and make sure that there's no one at the house. Call me.
I like what you said about whoever did this had to have total control in the house, because the idea that somebody who'd never been in that house just goes into that house when there's all the cars in the driveway on a random night when one of the people is just there for that night, that is a massive coincidence. And you're asked to believe a rather fantastical story that a guy comes in there with a sheath knife that he's cleaned off, except for one little spot on the buckle swab, and he's able to take care of business with 4 people, including a male who's quite athletic. And you know, I mean, that story is fantastical. And you're also
Let me join Reacher. Sorry, Jesse, go ahead.
Yes, cool dudes. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you. I am going to go ahead and pop out. I just got some food. Speaking of DoorDash, check on me later. Make sure I'm still here. I want to say thank you to everybody. Love and aloha. And Dago, I did send you that Lato's Law link about the Connecticut troopers because not necessarily to show here. So the second half of it, he's breaking down from a major attorney's perspective, his experience and awareness of corruption in law office or police corruption, this and that. I don't know what the word.
Gotcha.
Okay. And hey, my screensaver's got